Hey everybody, welcome back. On the last episode, we've been getting increasingly worried about the ever-encroaching Songhai threat. Again, they seem to somewhat be on our side right now, you know, declaration of friendship and everything, and we're trying to keep them distracted with other wars, but unfortunately with no coastal cities, we don't have an easy way of sending people across the ocean to meet other civilizations at the moment. We're almost done connecting Babylon with, I'm gonna call it Dur. And I don't think Mongolia is gonna last long if they go to war with the Songhai, so let's keep going. Now there's a chance we might actually start our major military production this episode. Kinda depends on how far we get and what kind of position we're in. Because I'm actually kind of tempted to try and explore more, find more people, bribe some more wars. It's a good amount of happiness right now. Open our citizen management back up because this is a different play session. And I kinda just want to dump people into the Artists Guild. No, we wouldn't actually lose any turns on that. So you know what, I'll do that. Get a university going in the new city. And we could throw some money Kathmandu's way, because they want gold. But with the money that we're losing, I don't think it's really worth it. Babylon just got some iron up there, which is not an amazing tile. Oh, it's out of our range anyway. Iron is a good tile, but with what's going on here, it's low priority. Kinda need the food more. But the iron will be a bargaining chip, so we do need that. Our last road is almost done. So we have some more bison here we need to take. I still don't know what's going on with the whole it's not tallying up our bison thing. I don't know if it's a glitch or what. Slightly frustrating. There we go, we're now making money again. You can see here, part of that was our deal of paying Mongolia has ended. I believe we were buying wine from them. So, we have the market. That helped as well. Finally having a market in the capital. And I'm tempted to go workshop to keep the production strong. A mint would get us some gold out of the gold tile we have there, which is really not a big deal. It's 2 extra gold per turn, but I spend 6 turns getting it. I don't think I really care about that. Musicians Guild is tempting, but I think I want a workshop to keep the production strong. No, I'm willing to pay you less for it now. Okay. We'll discuss it in the future, maybe. Alright, so we're actually losing our pantheon here, so we're gonna start getting less food from our wheat tiles. Which is unfortunate, but we kind of expected that since the beginning of the game. Was that another glitch? These two cities connected before I had that road done. Okay, if that was a glitch, then I've also never had that happen before. What is going on? This is not usually a glitchy game. Huh. Okay, well, we need to be concerned because Pachacuti and Songhai, they're done their war again. I don't think they even fought. I just really, really want to keep him at war. I'm cool with this. He'll probably end up killing Mongolia. I just really don't want the Songhai ever turning their attention to me. Because that's nerve-wracking. We almost have banking done, and what's our current trajectory here? We're going straight for the early radio and all of that? Okay. The only thing I don't like about that is I'm kind of thinking I might need the military earlier, and it wouldn't be a big detour to get gunpowder. And then chemistry and fertilizer are both great technologies. But, you know what, I think I'm going to keep doing this. I think once I hit radio is when I'm going to start shifting gears into the militaristic stuff. Alright, so giving my own places food is pretty tempting right now. Especially because I'm the tech leader and I kind of don't want to just start feeding my opponents. So what I'm gonna do is send food down to my new city, help it grow, and work on keeping my country happy. So we'll have a Coliseum start going up in Akkad. Banking's done, so we actually have another trade route available, as if we've been able to keep up with those. Our population, crop yield, and manufactured good are all still really good. Our land is surprisingly good. It's mostly just because the borders of Babylon are quite large, even though a lot of it isn't really helping us. Milan's not our friend anymore, which I don't really care about. Workshop in Babylon is complete. And a bank is pretty tempting right now, but I think I need a Coliseum just to keep the growth going. I really don't want to fall into unhappiness. Brussels declared war on Genghis Khan. Okay, it's because Brussels allied with Brussels. Brussels allied with itself, apparently, because I'm illiterate. No, Brussels allied with the Songhai. Okay, there's only a farm when I zoom in enough. Okay. Again, I'm getting a lot of weirdness going on. Our spies have uncovered that Genghis Khan is plotting against you. I'm not really concerned about that, actually. Genghis Khan is not really what I'm worried about. I'm getting the feeling Genghis Khan's the next person to die. Chivalry was stolen. I'm not thrilled about that, because that gives you knights, and that could really be used against me. Let's take secularism for the immediate science bonus, and then I want humanism right after for great scientist speed, or generation speed bonus, because actually we already have one coming in 3 turns. But secularism, getting the science out of every single specialist, that's going to pay off a lot, especially in high population cities. Like here, we're producing so much extra science, like basically 10 extra science for both of those, which made no science before. And the university used to produce about 21, now it's more than double. So our science has boosted by quite a bit once again. It looks like we boosted by something in the 50 range. I wasn't looking at exactly what we had before. I really want those truffles to sell. Okay, got the bison, and our happiness did not go up. World Congress doesn't exist yet, so bison is not banned. I don't know what's going on with that. I have no explanation. Alright, Coliseum done. Good. Bank. Because I'd very much like to keep the money rolling and use that to help fund our military expansion. Alright, Babylon, right there. University is done down here. I'd like a workshop. And then circus and Coliseum to keep the growth going. Workshop can be first, though, because that does save us a net amount of turns. We were able to make trebuchets now, which is nice, but I probably won't be fighting until I at least have cannons, maybe artillery. And... ooh. I'll sacrifice a little bit of production for the science there, because I don't want to sacrifice food. Can't really afford to sacrifice food right now. We have a great artist in a few turns, as we can see up there. And we have more horses in the border. I can't work the tile directly, but it's still bargaining chip. It's 2 horses, which is roughly equivalent to 4 to 6 gold, depending on how much they care about it. Workshop. Alright, we're doing a pretty good job of keeping the happiness going along with our growth here. Our faith generation is abysmal, but that's kind of what we expected. I don't care about my culture too much. I'd rather get Golden Age. There we go. And actually, we're just extending our own Golden Age. Alright, it's going to take a while to get that. But we have Catholicism and Islam now. So let's go ahead and check the bonus of that. I know that Islam was pretty meh before. It doesn't have anything we're really interested in aside of To the Glory of Gods, which I don't think we get to use Reformation bonuses. So we also have Catholicism down here. Pagoda, there we go. Pagoda and mosque. Okay, That's what I want. This is the religion I like. Because pagodas and mosques are great, especially pagodas. And he switched it back to Islam. Fuck you. God damn it. I really wanted pagoda. So pagodas give you 2 culture, 2 happiness, and 2 faith. That's really good. A mosque is, I believe, 1 culture, 1 happiness, 3 faith, something like that. Oh, and it flip-flopped back. You guys can fight over the religion in my cities all you want. I don't really care, as long as you're not fighting wars over me. So they can do whatever they want there. They are really fighting hard for Babylon. I guess it's because it's such a high population city. They probably have some bonuses for, like, money for followers or something. So let's get the production in this city up, because it really does need it. Every one of these cities needs at least 1 high production tile. And it does have the gold there, but none of my cities are very small. I'm actually tempted to go farm on this, but it's going to be such a food-rich city anyway, I might as well do the mine. Got that tile. So the bank is done. I think we're going to start doing a little bit of war preparation. So we're going to get a barracks going, and I really should also get rid of, or take care of the spy problem in Babylon, because people are going to steal from me left and right, and there's basically nothing I can do about it, either than have a spy for counter-espionage. Thank you, I needed to meet someone already. And it looks like he's from elsewhere. It looks like our scout has actually found him. Thank God my scout finally found the other continent. Okay. I think I actually want to manually control him a little bit from now on, just to keep him a little bit safer. Because I really don't want him to die now. Keep feeding food. And you can line up that, because I don't want espionage issues. I'm the tech leader. I'd rather open border for open border. It's not good enough? Alright, because I want open borders with him. I want to be able to move through his lands. Alright, you have luxuries I can buy. Gotta keep that in mind. And we can go ahead and take that gold now that it's giving us much food as other tiles we were getting. We're about to get another great scientist, because we get great scientists so fast, and it's only going to speed up even more. I think we're getting great scientists faster than we're getting population at this point. Again, this is why Babylon's so powerful. Okay, we need another 1 food tile. Well, this one's no food. Yeah, we don't even lose any turns on production on that. We do lose a little gold, but that's not as big of a deal. I'd rather have the science. We're almost at 300 science now, so we were really just skyrocketing in research. Okay, we can see they got a lot of military over there, but it's fairly out of date. Actually, that brings up a good question. What is everyone else's relative technology to me? I don't know. Like, Songhai are using pikemen? I think they're late medieval. I think the rest of the world is late medieval right now. Because here's the thing, is for every country you know that already knows the technology you don't, you speed up your research of it slightly. So because I'm so far ahead in technology, anyone who knows me is basically getting a slight research bonus to everything they research, which means that the technology in the entire world is going to be progressing a little bit faster, especially once everyone knows everyone else. Okay, workshop is done. Get a barracks. I want a barracks in every city so I can make my national epic in Babylon. We have more iron in the border, and we can actually utilize that tile, but it's on desert, so I don't really care about it that much. I'll take your border for border, because again, I'm not worried about his tourism. So I might as well do it just to make him a little happier. Okay, we need to look at global politics again. So allied with Genoa, that's fine. You are friends with me. I want to find people who are friends with more other people so I can have them backstab them. And make them a more hateable target than I am. So you're liberty and aesthetic. That's a strange path for Hiawatha. Liberty makes sense. Aesthetic, I don't know. Piety and Exploration is a very weird combo. Piety and Tradition, that's pretty reasonable. You could do something big with that, and he really should have taken Tradition first, not Piety, because Tradition is not only a very strong opener for anyone, but Pachacuti can do some scary growth with that. Denouncing Songhai, your honor and liberty, that's pretty normal for Mongolia. And Piety and Patronage. Piety is a really normal opener for Pakal. Patronage, not a bad follow-up if he's getting wealthy off Piety, because the temple increase in money bonus does often make you wind up rich, especially in early game when commerce is not available yet. So I can understand that out of Pakal. Pakal likes his religion. It's normal for him to go Piety. We're having a weirdly heavily religious game, actually, where a lot of countries have gone Piety even when it doesn't really make sense to go Piety. Alright, so we're giving less stuff to him because the bribing of a war has worn off. He is not at war with anyone. In fact, no one's at war with anyone right now. I need to cause some wars. So, it's the only one you'll agree to? Then do it. Alright, we have those two tied up in wars again. We have a lot of money to throw around still. So, let's keep this going. Hiawatha, Genghis Khan, Pakal. Okay. You don't know people from other continents yet. Pakal? Go to war with Hiawatha. No? Heathy baby. Go to war with Pakal. Nope. Damn it. Really want a war on their continent as well. I don't want them sitting over there teching up. Trying to meet more people on here as well. I'm sure there are more countries than just the two of them over on that. It's possible it's, we'll let it slide. I don't think Mongolia is a threat in this game. I don't think there's anything that they can really do to catch up at this point, because really, if I want them dead, all I need to do is keep telling the Songhai to kick their asses, and I'm sure they will. So, I'm not terribly concerned about that. If they steal a technology or two, it's probably not any skin off my back. Alright, we'll do that. I should have a little bit more focus on specialists from now on when I can get away with it, entirely for the science bonus. I mean, there are other little niceties of it too, but the science bonus is really where it's at. So I can get another 3 production if I take the stable that I've been talking about the entire damned game. So I think I'm finally going to take that stable. I'm kind of getting ready for the military expansion. I'm focusing heavily on getting my production up and getting my military experience buildings done. It wouldn't hurt to actually throw 3 turns at some point into steel just to get an armory ahead of time. But I don't think we need to make that switch yet. So we're going to hold off on it. Our Golden Age ended, so money's a little bit down. Barracks finished over there. That's good. You are going to get a decent amount out of a stable. You get an extra 2 production a turn out of it. But I'm kind of thinking we don't need that right now. A bank is tempting because, again, we're going to have to fund an army at some point. Having a stockpile ahead of time is a wise investment. I don't want to get too many units right now. A couple of trebuchets might not be a bad idea, but I'd rather make it out of my capital at some point. So I think for now, I'm cool with upping my production more. So they're going to start on a windmill. So we kind of have a game plan here. You can see where we're going. I do need to be a little bit concerned. Okay, so I'm actually thinking of slowing down my growth a little bit now. As much as that's probably not an amazing idea of slowing down our growth, I think I want to start focusing a little bit more on production now. So I'm actually going to start sending production to cities to try and help catch them up to speed. I don't want your horses. I'd much rather your ivory. Thank you. So if I slow down my growth a little bit, it does mean that I'm gonna have more. Thank you, another civilization.
भारतीय जनता की ओर से मैं आपकी ओर
You are
दोस्ती का हाथ
poor.
बढ़ाता हूं.
I get the feeling you're not doing well in this game. Oh, right, friendship has expired. Let's get that again. Okay, good, he accepted it. There's always that little bit of tension of, ooh, is he not gonna accept it, you know? But maybe I could get them to declare war on Gandhi. You won't. Hiawatha, you got the highest score. It's pretty normal, by the way, for Hiawatha to have the highest score in a game. Countries that spam cities tend to have the highest score.
Architect.
And, if you're not aware, Hiawatha, he likes to spam cities like crazy. So we actually know every country now. And I, in fact, founded the council as the first council of Babylon, because I've met everyone and I already have the printing press. That's cool. I'm happy with that. So that means everyone knows everyone now, as of this turn, which means everyone's going to get the science bonus of knowing other people who know technologies, because everyone knows each other now. Which does mean that my science is now propelling and pulling forward the other continent, not just my continent. I'm kind of the dog at the front of the sled in terms of science. Now, science funding is very tempting. Slows down the culture stuff and speeds up the science stuff in terms of great person generation. I already produce a ton of great scientists. This is going to make it ridiculous. However, this will piss off almost the entirety of the other continent and a little bit of my continent. Arts funding would make a ton of people happy, but it sure as hell wouldn't make me happy. Going for a world religion right now is just asking to get my ass kicked because everyone is so heavily religious in this game. Cultural heritage sites will help me a little bit because I do have world wonders that will give me some culture. It would only piss off Mongolia, who I don't care about. It'd make the Iroquois and Mayan civilization happy, which means I might be able to bribe them to do stuff. World Fair is always a really safe one. Makes a lot of people happy and never gets voted down. I wouldn't really get anything out of it, which is unfortunate because I wouldn't even contribute to it. It's basically to slow down the rest of the world while I work on my military, which I think I want to do. Scholars in residence I sure as fuck don't want happening because it's about catching other people up in technology. The tech leader never wants scholars in residence because he's the only one who gets no bonus from it. I think I want to propose World Fair. It'll make some allies for me. And other people will start wasting their production on that to get some cultural gains while I'm spending my production on mobilizing an army. All right, I'm actually going to automate him from now on. Just because I don't really care about what he does now. Sure, I could do it manually and maybe find some more city-states, but I'm just gonna kind of leave him to do that and focus on my own thing for the sake of speeding up the video. Alright, we have a trade here that just ended. Right, I was paying for marble. I'd rather give you... Or no, I was just gold for marble? Okay, yeah, that's fine. I can keep doing that. Again, once again, I thought it meant gold as in currency. Alright, we have quite a bit of happiness, and we can go Circus Maximus at some point to get even more. You're one turn away on the barracks. I think I'm just gonna put a turn into Oxford University to speed up my ideology slingshot later in the game. Put the turn in early. There we go, and now we can switch to Heroic Epic. Let's actually take Oxford off the list for now. So, humanism. So how long on our next scientist? 41 turns. After this, it is 37 turns. Not bad. Over here 50, over here 66. Great merchant, good. Engineer, good. Merchant, upperperson, good. I just want to make sure that I don't have another non-cultural great person coming up before scientist, because that will delay the scientist even more if that comes out. So I want to avoid that happening. Which I don't think is going to be a huge problem, because I get scientists so much faster than everything else that I don't think I'll ever get another one of something else. Alright, market for the money. And what we're going to do here... We're going to get the scientific theory, we're going to pick up steel and then go electricity. And the reason for taking those few turns to go grab steel is just so I can get an armory ahead of time in Babylon. He'll get the armory started around when the heroic epic finishes. Around when the heroic... Rather, what I mean to say is around when the heroic epic finishes is when he'll be able to make the armory, which I'm more than pleased with. That's perfectly fine for me. That keeps the experience train going. Iroquois stole the compass. I'd rather they don't spy on me, but I'm not going to do anything about it. Barbarian missionary. I don't care. Actually, if I take you... Yeah, return the unit. Because I don't care who has it. I don't want it. Return the unit, and the Inca like me more. So I'm fine with that. We are taking that tile, which I'm very happy about. I'd like that production. Let's... Yeah, I want to make friends. In fact, if we look at my social policies here, I'm 2 away from getting more science out of research agreements, which is a shame, because research agreements, we're at the part of the game where they can really start paying off. Alright, I'm gonna keep this worker around here, fixing this city up, because I think it needs it the most. Very much love open borders with him to explore his territory. At some point in time, at least. City becomes religious, it is with Islam again, and we killed a Mongolian spy. They're in last place. They're actually below Gandhi. Gandhi actually has money now. He must have done a trade for some money. And now's a good time to end, but before we do, you're friends with the Iroquois, and I really want either you or them to be a backstabber. Now, Gandhi, I'm probably not going to be able to convince him to declare war. But I can probably do something.
What's going on? How?
Damn. Can I get you to go to war with anyone? He's not enough of a warmongerer for my tastes. See, difficulty in this game. We don't have enough warmongerers. Oh, he's asking for too much. Yeah, he doesn't really want to go to war with anyone except for Gandhi, because Gandhi's the only one with the worse military than him, probably. Soldier is Hiawatha. Yep, Hiawatha's the one topping a lot of the charts right now. There's actually quite a large gap between my technology and the average. I know a lot more technologies than the average country. Hiawatha's probably not too far behind me, though.
What's going on?
And he's making a lot of money a turn, so he's probably doing okay. He's not bankrupt and losing science or anything. Hey, you want a defensive pact? Holy shit, he took the defensive pact. I didn't think he'd do that. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is just make sure that I never bribe anyone to declare war on Hiawatha, at least until that pact is over. And, I feel a lot safer being next to the Songhai now, because if they declare war on me, Hiawatha declares war on me. And even though Hiawatha likely wouldn't send any troops this far to save me, Songhai will know that there's a defensive pact and likely just not declare war on me. Because the person with the largest army and the largest country and the, like, in so many ways, the most powerful country in the game. So, I'm surprised he declared a defensive pact with me despite not even liking me that much. He's okay with me. Huh. Alright, on the next episode, I think we finally make the move from preparing for war to actually training the army. Before we know it, we're actually going to be declaring, and the Songhai are the first target. They look like they've overextended and their cities are too small. Except for this one, because it's got salt and fresh water, so huge population. Until next time, have a nice day.